With the flick of this lever, you are able to completely stop all hostile mob spawns no matter what difficulty you're on. I don't need to say much more, here's how to build it in Minecraft Java 1.21. Now the location of this farm is very specific. It does need to be in a stronghold in the Silverfish room, which is the main portal room. But more specifically, you want to make sure that you don't build it near a stronghold that you're going to visit. Because if you get near the farm, it is going to break the farm. So you want to build it at a stronghold that is decently far away from where you are ever going to be. So the easiest way to do that is to go to one of the links down in the description in Chunkbase. First of all, type /seed and then copy your seed. Go to that link or just search up Chunkbase and it'll take you to here where you have just a stronghold selected. And then go ahead and paste your seed into here, making sure you have Java and Overworld selected. Now, this is our spawn point. You can see it selects all of the strongholds on the map. I'm going to pick this stronghold all the way over here because there's not ever really a chance that I would make it out to these coordinates. And again, we're doing this to make sure we do not accidentally load in the mobs. They are all doing their own thing way off in the distance. So once you found the room with the Silverfish spawner, the first thing you want to do is place down a bucket of water right there, and then 6 pieces of scaffolding in front of you so the water does not flow through. Now, what you want to do is break these blocks above, break one more time, just like that, and then go ahead and break those 3 rails right there. Now, you also want to come up here and break both of those rails. And then you also want to get rid of all of this lava on the side, turning it into some obsidian, just like that. Now, what you want to do is come inside of here and break this piece of water. So right behind where you placed it down, you want to break that block right there. Break the water and then replace it, and all of the water should flow only into this hole and nowhere else. Now, the next thing you want to do is break those 4 blocks. And then also break these 2 blocks and place 2 pieces of glass beside the scaffolding like that. You then want to come on top of the scaffolding and place 3 pieces of glass there. 3 more pieces on top. 3 right there. 6 on this side and then 1 on the front right there. And this is just encasing this scaffolding in glass, making sure that you did these sides here so the silverfish are not able to eat through the blocks and come and kill you. That happened to me once or twice. I didn't put glass on the side and the silverfish just came running out. So make sure you have that glass there. Now, if I go into survival mode, you're going to see the silverfish will spawn, run into this water, and then be pushed inside of the scaffolding. And that is exactly what we want to happen. As you can see, they come over to me and perfect. There we go. So that is actually this part of the farm done. But the next thing we need to do is make the chunk loader to make sure that the mob switch will be active at all times. So for this part, what you want to do is hit F3 and G, and you can see these chunk borders. We want to go 2 chunk borders away. So this is the first one. So this will be number 1 right here. And then I'm going to dig 16 blocks this way until I make it to, where is it? Number 2. There we go. And now once you've made it 2 chunks away, you just want to go ahead and make yourself a decent sized room here. So we have space to build the contraption and the nether portal. So I think this looks pretty good. Now again, make sure that you're building this in this chunk. You don't want to build half of it in the chunk too close, otherwise it is not going to work. So come into this chunk and then hit F3 and G to turn that off again. Now the first thing you want to do is break 3 blocks like that, and then 1 to the left or the right side. Place an upward facing dispenser there with a hopper, making sure that the little stick is leading into the dispenser like that. Then take a lever and place it on the front, and this is going to be the switch, with a redstone torch right there and then a block on top of that redstone torch. Now place any rail right there with a detector rail right there, and then go ahead and break that one so you have this rail looking like this. Now what you want to do is take 4 pieces of obsidian and place it down over top of that hopper, and then continue this to make yourself a nice little nether portal. There we go. Now once you have this built, what you want to do is take a hopper minecart and place it down right there, so it goes into the portal, and then you can light that portal on fire. Now go inside of this minecart, and you want to, or inside of the dispenser, sorry, and you want to place a couple minecarts inside of here, and then flick this lever on until that hopper minecart gets pushed through the portal, and then you can go ahead and turn that off for now. If you run through to the other side, it should look like this. You now want to head through this portal and mark down which side the minecarts are on. So mine are on this side, so you want to break it and place a piece of fire right there. Run to this side and place a piece of fire right there, and then head back through your portal, and you should be in the same portal like this. And then that is pretty much the entire thing done. Now all you have to do is go into this dispenser here and fill it up with a bunch of minecarts. And then to turn on the chunk loader, just flick the lever. Now, as you can kind of see, the minecart goes through the portal and you can see it be broken here. It is picked up by the hopper minecart and funneled back into this dispenser, as you can see. And that is how the chunk loader works. This is going to be running forever, no matter what. But for now, you can go ahead and turn this off. Now we're going to run back to our area over here. I'm going to go back into survival mode and then hit F3. Now, you want to look down where the silverfish are going to be sitting, and right here, you want to wait until this gets to 70, meaning you have 70 mobs here. Now, the reason we do this is because every player on your world can hold up to 70 mobs. So if there's 70 mobs here, there's not going to be any room for mobs in the overworld or the nether or anywhere else to be able to spawn. Now, if you have 2 players on a server, you're going to need 140, and 3 players, you're going to need 210, and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to AFK here and I'll come back to when I have 70 mobs. Okay, so there we go. I now have my 70 silverfish here, and that is the mob switch done. Now, these guys should be here forever. You just want to make sure not to ever get it within range of this, which is why we built it at a faraway stronghold. So now what you want to do is turn on this, and again, make sure that the minecarts are being broken through and being replenished inside of here. If I can click it, there we go. And that is the chunk loader working. You now want to head through this nether portal. And then you want to go at least 25 blocks away. So I think that looks pretty good. Build yourself another nether portal here, just to make sure that we don't end up through that side. Build yourself another portal, head on through, and then run away and never go close to that, to the silverfish area, to the stronghold, to the nether portal. Kind of leave this be unless you, of course, want to turn the mob switch off. But now, as you can see, I'm in hard mode, and if I fly around here, there is not a single, it is nighttime out, there is not a single mob anywhere, and of course that is because all of the mobs and the mob cap is being held up by these silverfish, and we only have these passive mobs spawning. Well, there we go, a very easy working mob switch that you guys can tell is obviously working because it is the middle of the night and there is not a single mob anywhere nearby. Super easy to set up and really, really useful. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and you could download this exact world. It is the first link in the description. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Blazedmc out.